And we're back.
Yes, and that. And also, yes. Oh, man.
So we're back.
And also, we're back. We are off and back, yeah. Let me make sure I turn all the crap on here, too. I think I did. Well, we'll find out.
I've got some action in the chat room, so.
Okay, good. That's how I know. All right.
It says hi.
Yeah, all right.
Jay
One
says
guy.
hi.
We got one guy. That's good.
Woo! That's all we need.
Yes. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Well, we actually have one other guy here, too, because so Lucky could not make it today. Last minute shenanigans on stuff in his life not going great this week, so it's like, all right, that's cool. And then Christine is at a sex club in the Caribbean,
and we're gonna get a live feed from that sometime during this broadcast. We hope.
She said she
maybe not.
Yeah, maybe if somebody everybody's got her phone number. Somebody text her. So I told Lucky that she was going to call in naked. She didn't actually say that, but I told him that because,
right.
He was like, "Damn it!"
It helps with the ratings.
It does, yeah. I mean, as long as you can do it in a way that doesn't get you thrown off of Twitch, I guess.
What's the rules on Twitch? You can't be naked? Whatever.
Well, so they had it's like one of those community meltdowns that happens to communities, but this one was a little bit weird. So it turns out that on Twitch, and at least this was the case a few years ago, and I want to say pre-pandemic, gamers who were streaming discovered that if they were attractive women who were mostly scantily clad, they got way better ratings.
Oh, I can't imagine.
Yeah. I know. I was shocked. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? And so, and Mr. Fuzzy Paws kinds of nails it. It's not no nipples. It's no female nipples. We can see all the male nipples.
Oh,
yeah.
All right. I have freedom that the females don't. I don't think that's fair.
Yeah. I have a lot of freedoms that women don't have, I think. Seems to be the case. I didn't vote for it, but that's how it happened.
Yep. That's a terrible rule. Twitch, you messed up.
Yeah. I mean, come on, nipples, man. Yeah, what I do like is the Free the Nipple crowd. That what they do is they'll post pictures themselves, but they will go cut and paste male nipples out of other photos and they'll put the male nipples on, which of course, the algorithm still can't tell, but technically that's fine. It's just weird.
Yeah. They actually wear it or Photoshop?
Photoshop usually, but I think you could probably get a bikini like that maybe. I don't know. Probably, I'm sure of it.
On Temu. We won't talk about that this week.
Yeah, it's on Temu for sure.
We're not sponsored. We're not sponsored by them.
Yeah. Exactly. Not yet. So they get their attention.
We're working on it.
Yeah. I don't know how much money these guys have to pay for a sponsorship selling, 30-cent, toaster sets and whatever the hell else is on there and male nipples by the dozen.
It's hard to pay rent in Boston. That's where they're from, right? Boston?
Yeah. Well, that's probably where the address is anyways. I bet if we looked it up, it's probably just like patent trolls. There's just some office somewhere where some guy collects the mail once in a while.
Right.
But yeah. So it's going to be a little sparse. I don't know if Christine was going to, she didn't say when or if. She said she was going to try, so she's not here right now. We might. This is actually pretty funny. So as it turns out, I have an amorous story. So, it's buried way down because you can't lead with the truly weird ass stuff. But here, let's just jump right in because I got it. Well, you can't.
Let's jump in.
There's only
one way to get acclimated. That's jump right in.
Let's do it. Where is hold on, I gotta find the one thing I didn't do is set this up.
Oh,
that's right, guys. The
quality, happy Halloween, everybody.
The quality you've come to love and expect. All right, there we go.
Does candy corn kill 500,000 Americans each Halloween? Yes, according to a thing I read. Seems real.
Yeah, doesn't it? Yeah. So now I don't know that this is a really good idea now it's an opinion column, so you can write whatever you want. And it is a little bit funny. Like this guy basically is talking about it's a kind of a combination of how much he hates candy corn. And a lot of people do. And then combined with how much he hates misinformation, how easy it is to spread it, especially on Twitter now that the wheels have come off of that thing and nobody's paying attention.
X?
Yes, X. That's right. Or as they refer to it on FARC, they call it shitter.
That's a better name.
Yeah, and it's not SH, it's XITTER. It's
fancy.
I've set off a flame war in the comments here.
Here we go. Hey, we freeze dried some candy corn, and I don't mind candy corn, so it was pretty good.
Okay, yeah, I don't mind it either. I mean, I'm not gonna if you say I got some candy. What would you like? Here's 10 choices. I'm not picking it first, but if it showed up in front of me, I might eat it because I don't mind that much.
I
So,
wonder if there's a booze drink called with tastes like candy corn. I wonder.
I mean, there's got to be. It's probably a vodka. I mean, you got Fruit Loops vodka, so I mean,
Yeah.
stands to reason. But what does candy corn taste like exactly? Do you know what that flavor is? Does anybody in the comments know what the flavor is? What is it supposed to be
Uh,
tasting like?
yeah. Some people think it just tastes like shit, but
Yeah,
I don't mind good flavored shit. I guess I don't know.
honey flavor, Skittle brew, wax, sugar, poop. That's oh,
Poop. There's poop. Yep. Somebody
yeah,
said.
I mean, yeah. For some people, anyway. Yeah, because I mean, part of the problem too is it's like old timey candy, and they weren't really gunning for flavors. They were just trying to get sugar in something that kids would buy. They didn't really care what it tasted like.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's see. The Onion covered this in 2005. It
Well,
says
somebody in
generic
the
candy corn.
comments said
Yep.
their wife eats candy corn with peanuts.
Well, who also does is our good friend John Scalzi, and
Oh,
his wife.
what?
Yeah, he posted
Yeah.
something like that on online the other day, and he was like, "And it's great." And I'm like, "Ah, maybe I don't know."
Candy corn and peanuts.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know.
I'll
Uh,
try it.
yeah, I mean, I've heard of worse. So there you go. But yeah. So at any rate, no. As it turns out, 500,000 Americans don't die to eating candy corn every year. I was pleased to find out. I googled, does candy corn kill 500,000 Americans? And to see if anybody else had written misinformation up about this, and the answer is no. But Fark showed up with third in the search terms, and I was like, "Whoa! I've never seen that happen before. Usually, we don't show up anywhere." So, I don't know what's going on there. But so we got a roundup here of some Halloweeny stuff. Let me bumper this real quick, and then I will get to. Here's what we missed. As soon as it loads, there we go. Ta-da! What do we got? Oh, did we lose you, Dill? Oh no, we lost him. Oh no. Well, he'll be back. He said his internet was going in and out. All right, I guess I'm gonna solo fly this thing. Here we go. The roundup of so every Halloween they always warn us. We covered this before on the stream. They always warn about how candy corn, or sorry, not candy corn, but how pot gummies could end up in your kid's stash. Well, and it seems like the last couple of years in particular, there have been a couple of reports of that, like not like a bunch. So I went ahead and checked out to see so how many times did this happen this year? Well, so earlier this week we had it happen in Alameda. What I like about this one is this is that's the candy. Like this is what they got. So if this showed up in my kid's bag, I think I could probably tell that that's cannabis infused, considering that it pretty much says it right there. So that one, I'm like, well, I don't know, and that's probably an accident, I guess. So they'd say that one of the kids ate it, but which you don't want, but it'll be okay. But then there were a couple others, and in both of these cases, these are interesting. So I'm not going to play the video because it sucks. I watched it. But so this is actually a photo though of the. So if you got another better ones, this isn't actually a photo of the candy that the police department reported that somebody brought to them. And now again, I check all these out. I'm like, okay, are they just messing around or what? So yeah, that's a real edible you can get that sure as hell looks like some candy. Thing that caught my eye though, look at this thing. 600 milligrams? I mean, are you kidding me? Like, what does that cost? Isn't that like $100 worth of whatever the hell this is? I mean, so I don't know about that. There's this one, and then the other one, and it's the same story. Is that and so one of them is Messina, the other one's in New Berlin, which is in near in Wisconsin. And then they said they had the Stony Patch Kids, 750 milligrams of THC. I mean, is this thing like how big is this damn bag? There you go. He's back. We got him.
I can't guarantee your safety here. I might dump off.
Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry about it. We're just going through. I was just going through the two incidences. Well, the three incidences of pot being found in Halloween candy, but two of them, and this is again, I don't know. Two of them we know about only because the local police departments popped up and then put a photo up online. They didn't actually say who turned this in. Also, who would turn this in if you found this in your kid's Halloween candy? 750 again. Like, is this like it's easily like $100 worth of candy right here, right? I mean, I don't have it. I can't buy it. So.
It's labeled and everything. They weren't trying to sneak it.
Yeah, so Fuzzy Pod says 100 is $30. He's in upstate New York. So 750, guys. That's like a $200 bag of candy. I don't think anybody's giving these out. I really don't. I don't know who would
I
turn it
mean,
into.
everybody's got their COVID money burning a pocket, a hole in their
Yeah,
pocket, so maybe they're
maybe that's it. Maybe
feeling
they're like, man,
rich.
I just got all this cash lying around. I guess I'll buy $200 worth of pot candy and then give it to
Well,
some
I
random
found
kid.
this. I found this in my daughter's Halloween
Whoa,
candy, and
let me
promptly
blowing
took
that
it
up.
out. I don't think it has any weed in it though,
Is that
unfortunately.
real?
But
Is that real?
I don't know. I'll find out. Let's
Is
open
it
it
mac
up.
and cheese or is it candy?
Well, it says mac and cheese gummy mac and cheese.
Weird.
I don't know. It
What's
smells
it
like
taste?
fruit. Let's see what we got
Oh,
here.
that's not. Did it go bad? What do you think?
It tastes fruity. It's not. It doesn't taste like
Oh,
mac and cheese.
so it's just shaped like mac and cheese.
It,
Well, that's a
it just
ripoff.
it just looks like mac and.
Yeah.
No
Well,
drugs in
that's
it.
weird.
It's just sugar.
Yeah,
Boring.
that's too bad. That's too bad.
Oh well.
You're horrifying the audience.
Gross. He
Yeah,
ate it. Yeah, I ate it. Hey, I had some
no,
mac and cheese ice cream on here one time. Remember that?
that's right.
Back in the old
Yeah, the
days.
mac and cheese ice cream. Yeah, was that good?
That was
I
pretty
can't
good.
remember.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, it's a little disturbing that it was. Yeah.
And a pizza
So,
ice cream, which wasn't that great.
oh yeah, yeah. No, that's definitely weird too. Let me see here if I got any more Halloween stuff. Oh yeah, so I do have a Halloween thing. So Halloween candy though, this popped up on Fark last week. Speaking of
Put
poison
that
Halloween candy.
put that article up there big, not me.
There you go. Hold on, wait a minute. There we go. Nope, I missed. Try again. All right, and there. Boom. Now it's reading.
There we go.
Ta-da!
Professional. The Halloween sweets that poisoned Bradford. That's a cool
Yeah.
picture.
It is a cool picture. It says it's a Dickens illustrator John Leach was inspired to draw this based on the Bradford poisoning. This is a little bit creepy, actually, but it's a little
I
bit
like that.
a lot disturbing, actually. So this happened back in 1858, and what happened was that there was a confectioner at a stall in Bradford, and he was selling candy right around Halloween, and he pretty much sold out. He'd bought 5 pounds of candy, and he sold all of it to individual customers throughout the day. And it turns out that he'd gotten a pretty good deal on it also because when it showed up, it was a strange color, and he decided that maybe. Oh wait, hold on, we got somebody jumping in. What's going on?
Oh my god.
I cannot hear anything but hi.
Hey, how's it going?
We're at the pool.
That's not a nudist
We're
calling
at the
you.
kids. I can't hear anything. You can keep talking. My husband is over there somewhere.
Okay.
What in the world?
Yeah.
Oh wait, how do I switch this around? How do I switch it around? Wait.
You're talking to the wrong guy. I don't know.
Five less drinks and you'd know.
I'm sunburned. Also drunk. My
Nice.
husband is pumping the pool.
Oh yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
Hey.
Yeah.
You're
Hey,
live
we
on
can
a
see
live
his-
stream. The live stream that I do every week. I'm on vacation. I'm in the
Nice.
Dominican Republic, and my husband's pumping the pool, and I can't hear anything. So we're gonna go.
Okay.
Bye.
All right. Have fun. See ya
Love you.
later. Bye. All right. Yeah. Anyway, there you go.
Back
Yeah.
to the news.
Yeah, she said it was a girls trip, but the husband's there, so well, I guess it's
Well, I don't know.
maybe he's. I guess he finally got that passport too.
Well,
What's going on here?
oh, he was having problems with it, and we saw his nipples. So
Yeah,
please.
that'll happen. Man, hold on, I'm having technical difficulties here. Oh, let's see here.
No.
Oh, put it back in. Oh, look, it worked. I was worried too.
There it is.
Yeah, yeah. Often have technical difficulties. Okay, so we were talking about Bradford Halloween candy. So the guy got a good deal on it because it was cheap and it was miscolored. So he actually talked the guy down and he got like a really good deal. So then he sold all the candies, and then it turns out that people started dying in the town, and they found out that it was his candy. And what had happened is that and this is really disturbing. The guy who made the candy was made at a confectioner's place, was also at a pharmacy compounding outfit somewhere in the same town. And so when they went to make it, one of the ways that they saved money back in the day when you were making candy was instead of using as much sugar as you should, sometimes they put plaster of Paris in it.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Wouldn't that
like,
clog
but
you up?
that's not. Well, no. Apparently, it's okay because nobody was killed by that. But here's the crazy part. So the chemist, when the guy was making the candy and he said, "Where's the plaster of Paris?" He said, "It's in the back in a barrel." So he goes back there. There's 2 barrels. And he opens one of them up.
Oh,
He didn't open them
no.
both up. But what he accidentally found out was the guy, and don't ask me why this is the case, had a barrel of arsenic next to the plaster of Paris. And
As
so
you do.
as one does. And so he took a few heaping scoops of the arsenic, made the candy, handed it out. And 18 people died. They said 200 injured that they knew of just in Bradford, and that it was probably more people than that died because some of the candies turned up in surrounding towns weeks
wow.
later. Yeah, so he probably killed more people. In fact, the guy that made it, and this is wild too, while he was making it, he got sick. Oh, wait, hold on. We got some more stuff going on here.
I still can't.
Oh.
What? That's right. Come back. Hey, there you go.
I can't hear shit. So my girlfriends were really upset that they did not join the live stream, so I'm passing the phone.
Oh, okay,
So
great.
were we.
Yeah, hey, what's up?
Take the no.
Okay, maybe it is a sex club.
Live stream. Hey.
Hey.
So let me figure out how we change this one.
Excellent. Nobody knows.
Who's in here?
Ladies and gentlemen, the news has been canceled for your enjoyment.
Yes.
That's okay. I love hundreds of people. Okay. Show them your boobs. Show them your boobs. Nope.
Uh-oh.
We can't figure out. Show them your boobs. Now what did you do? What did you do? Oh, we're still there. Who's
Yeah,
in here?
technical
Hold
difficulty
on, I
here.
gotta
man.
tip the. I gotta tip
Yep.
the.
There's the other way.
I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah.
There it is.
On camera.
Whoa.
Okay,
What are you
we're
guys
all
doing?
kinds of stuff. I'm sorry.
I don't know. We're just gonna let this roll.
What?
There's
Hey,
an
how's it going?
ear.
Yeah.
How are you?
Great.
Hi.
Great. I'm too sober.
How are you? Hey. I have no idea who I'm gonna. So I don't see anything. Hold on.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's normal.
So we're in the pool. Are you coming?
Awesome.
Yeah.
There you go. How's
We're
it?
on
How's
our
it so far?
way.
Warm? Looks like great weather.
It is. It's the Dominican. It should be great weather.
Oh
Right?
yeah, it should be. Yeah. It was 25 degrees when I woke up this morning. That's too low. I think there's been some drinking.
So I don't know what is it that you would like to do? Oh, we're gonna show them Ashley's ass.
Oh, okay,
So,
that'll work.
you just turn it around and show Ashley's ass. No, literally just turn around.
You said abs?
Ashley's ass.
Let's see.
That's what
Oh.
Okay.
There you go.
and apparently
All right,
Dawn's
yep,
ass
okay.
as well.
Got it. Yeah, that's you have
There
a
it
good time.
is.
All right.
Hey, our ratings just went up.
You see it?
Yeah.
This is how I celebrate on vacation. I'm sorry.
That's the way to go. If you're gonna be on vacation.
Wow.
Yeah. Awesome.
Did you get to see it?
Yep. They're having a good time. When do you think they started drinking, Dill?
Last
Okay, I'm gonna
Tuesday.
get back to you. I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay.
All right, that's enough ass shaking. Love you guys. Bye bye.
All right, thanks. Appreciate
Bye.
it.
How do I
Excellent.
turn it off? I cannot.
I don't know. You're asking the wrong guy.
Nah, you don't. We'll just talk over you. There we
Yeah,
go.
I'll just let it keep going. All right, back to this. Okay, let's see if I can fix this again. All right, well, they're having a good time. Get through
Funkin'
the
My
story.
Booty
Well,
asked
actually-
if I was going to do some twerking in the chat there.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what I-
yeah.
Twerk to do.
Yeah. I saw that. Yeah.
I'm going to practice
Nice.
after this so I can go on vacation.
Nice. Very good. Yeah, I'm a little rusty too. I gotta get back to it, I guess so. But anyway, I think that's actually it for the story.
Well, all right.
All right.
What year was this thing? When did this happen?
1850 some or other.
Oh, back in the
Oh,
good
and the other
old
thing
days.
that happened was this. Yeah.
Oh, I bet that person didn't even go to jail or anything. They probably just
No, they didn't
making
actually.
candy.
Yeah, they got charged with manslaughter, but then apparently there weren't laws
Oh.
against mixing arsenic into food at that point. I mean, I'm actually not making that up.
Yeah.
That's actually how they got off, and so that's when they passed the laws saying you can't put arsenic, and like even plaster of Paris was off limits after that. They were like, man, we just got to cut this stuff out.
From
So there
butts
you
to poison candy. Here we are.
Yeah,
Far
and back
contained.
again.
Enjoy.
That's right. anything can happen. Anything at all.
Yeah.
You just never know what you're gonna get. I don't have any idea. What it is.
Woo! It's a
Yeah,
Spark Spring party here. I don't know.
Yeah.
Speaking of fun,
Yeah.
Matthew Perry was in a really good place prior to his death. Friends co-creator says.
Now,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, like a hot tub.
Yeah. Like what? Good place. A good
Uh,
place or what?
yeah, well, that's where he is now. But yeah, they weren't referring to the hot tub, unfortunately. But when I read this, I was like, phrasing.
He was on the mend, basically, is what they're trying to say.
It's good, maybe. I mean, well, he's a really good place. Until also, incidentally, the last thing he posted to Instagram was a picture of him in a hot tub. Like, no joke. But
Which is
it wasn't the
that's
same
where he
day.
died, right?
Right. Yeah, it wasn't the same day. It was just like 3
Oh.
days earlier. He was in the hot tub. So I can kind of understand why he might have been surprised by dying in the hot tub because he was in it a few days before and didn't die. So
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
so, yeah,
He's
he's a really
having
good
a rough
place.
time of it.
Yeah, a really good place. The hot tub was not the really good place. Moving on.
Orson Welles' infamous champagne commercial have found new life online. Ooh, these are great. Didn't we do this at Christmas one time?
We did actually, yeah, a couple of years ago. And what was interesting about this story was I pulled it back to see if there's no new footage, but we're going to watch it again because it's great. But
oh yeah, it's great. It's classic.
They did explain how that happened, though. What they said happened, and again, we have their word to take for it, but this is probably close to the truth, is that apparently Orson Welles, when he showed up to film these commercials in Los Angeles, said that he had just driven in from Las Vegas and had been up way late shooting some kind of a film situation. And that before he drove, I think somebody else drove him there. So it was like 4 hours. And he took a sleeping pill in the car, trying to hopefully catch up on sleep. But the problem was that it had just started taking effect when they started shooting the film. And am I correct in thinking that when you're on like sleeping pill type medicine and you drink alcohol, everything goes sideways? Is that right?
Of it. Yes, you are correct.
That's what happened. I mean, I don't know.
My professional opinion is yes. And look at him. There he is.
There he is. I'm starting to look
holding
like
himself up on the table there. If that table wasn't there, he'd be on the floor.
It is. So this is a really cool. It's on about 1:30. And what's awesome about this particular cut is that they start out by playing the finished product commercial. And then they show you the outtake. So finished commercial is what goes first.
The taste of French champagne has always been celebrated for its excellence. There's a California champagne by Paul Masson, inspired by that same French excellence. It's fermented in the bottle and like the best French champagne.
So this is the real commercial. It's not that great.
Paul Masson's superb taste shouldn't be too surprising. This champagne doesn't come from France, but it was created by a man who did. Paul Masson.
That's all.
Paul Masson.
Okay, that's the real commercial. And now here's the outtakes. They're so different. I was actually surprised it was the same guy.
102, take one.
Take one.
With overlap, action please.
It's already good.
Yeah.
He doesn't do anything?
No, sorry, cut. Yeah, rolling. 102, take two.
That lady in the background.
French champagne has always been celebrated for its excellence. There is a California champagne by Paul Masson, inspired by that same French excellence. It's fermented in the bottle, and like the best French champagne, it's vintage dated. So Paul Masson.
Yeah.
102, take three. Action, please.
The French champagne has always been celebrated. There is
Oh
a
my gosh.
champagne by Paul Masson, inspired by that same French excellence. It's fermented in the bottle, and like the best French champagne, it's vintage dated.
That guy does not want to pour it.
No, he's like, oh man.
He's like, oh no, this ain't it.
Yeah. So anyway, but he claimed that it was a combination sleeping pill. So the way they got the actual good cut of the commercial, because I was like, how in the hell did he sober up enough to actually like did they edit the hell out of it or something? And no, it turns out they just sent him home to go to bed, and then he came back later and did it.
Oh, they had to redo it.
Yeah, he had to let all
reschedule.
Yeah, so there you go. That's the story. That came across my plate, and I was like, yeah, we gotta watch that again.
Oh yeah,
Can't
always a classic, timeless classic.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Booty Patrol, DeSoto County deputies warn drivers of vehicle impersonating law enforcement.
Yeah, there's the photo of Booty Patrol.
Booty Patrol.
So, this article came out Monday or Tuesday, I think, because I did it on the radio show that I do on Tuesdays. And since then, they have apprehended the man driving around. Now, apparently, because we don't have immigration enforcement. Well, I mean, I assume we do, but they're not like, it's Kentucky. Nobody's coming here. They're just going right through to wherever. But anyway, apparently this looks exactly like immigration enforcement, and that might be part of the problem. Also, the other problem was they were pulling people over on the highway in Florida. And so they were a little worried. I mean, I think there was like, they were trying to do booty inspections, maybe like we just had one. Like,
yeah, I was going to say, send that to where Christine is no problem at all.
Yeah. Well, you'd be busy all day doing your work. At any rate, so they've since caught this guy. They've given no details about it. They said apparently impersonating a police vehicle in Florida they said it's a class A or class 1 misdemeanor, which is like, so that's just a slap on the wrist, I guess, right? But what was really wild about this was so when I was doing research for the show, I punched in Booty Patrol, but I didn't specify Florida. And then I got this.
Oh, it's a whole unit.
Yeah. So
it's a crack team of enforcement, booty enforcement.
Maybe it's the same guy. I don't know. But you see, this is from March. So in South Texas near San Antonio, I mean, it's either the same car or somebody had the same idea, did exactly the same way. They never did catch this guy. This showed up on social media. Now, I guess they weren't worried about it because they were like, well, he's just inspecting booties. I mean, that's fine, right?
Right.
Yeah. So he didn't arrest him.
Was he pulling people over for real or just kind of just driving around?
In Texas, I don't know. In Florida, in Texas, this is just a photo outside of Whataburger. But in Florida, he was pulling people over. That's how they got and I guess he was doing booty inspections, like I said. But
no. Oh, no. That's for real cops to do. Real cops will do the booty.
That's why they're mad. Yeah, they're like, you can't do that. We get to do it. So yeah. So anyway, super weird that this guy keeps popping up. But anyway, yeah. Now I actually had a hard time finding that article again because it was
buried in the internet.
Oh yeah, there you go.
San Francisco bomb suspect thought he was playing Grand Theft Auto officially. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that his defense?
Well, so it's interesting. So what happened was that this actually went through San Francisco. If you live in San Francisco, you know all about this one because this guy was basically like throwing pipe bombs out the window while he was driving around. But it gets better. It all kicked off in the morning on Sunday because it was in the evening on Saturday. He tried to go into a church to get communion. At least that's what he told the people there. And they were like, cool, you can have communion. In the process of, I guess it took too long because then he attacked somebody in the back of the church. And then that's when it kicked off. So the cops went after him. And then it turns out he had pipe bombs and he was throwing them out the window. And he got 5 or 10 of these things out. And they chased him all across the Bay Area. Finally got this guy. And then that's where it gets weird because then the cops said when they pulled him over, his first question was, how many points was that?
Oh,
like no joke.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Did the bombs go off?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they were actual live pipe bombs. Yeah, he'd built some explosives. And yeah, so the cops actually say they believe that he thought he was playing Grand Theft Auto. That's not a good excuse because you still can't throw bombs out the window no matter how many points you're going to get. But what was interesting about this is that so these guys did a little follow-up here that I found here. It turns out that 12 years ago, he blew up his friend's car.
San Francisco bombing suspect blew up car in 2011, won an early release. That was his prize during that round.
Yeah, exactly. So they said that it was a married couple, 2 former roommates of his. And they said that when he blew up their car, they told police that he'd been threatening to blow up the car for a while. I didn't really say why he had been threatening to blow up the car, but he finally did it and they arrested him and he got sentenced to 35 years in jail. So doing the math, he shouldn't be running around San Francisco this last weekend throwing bombs out the window, right? Well, it turns out that while he was
an early release.
Yeah, he got it. Yeah, he did. He contested one of the charges. It didn't say which one. And then he won on a technicality. And so they released him in 2019. And he managed to go 4 years without blowing stuff up that we know of.
Ooh,
before he decided he was playing Grand Theft Auto in real life and drove all over the Bay Area with bombs.
Huh. Well, now what? They're going to keep him, or they're going to let him
I
back
don't
out
know.
for us?
Yeah, I mean, well, so I mean, he's going to get charged with what do you get charged with? 10 counts of attempted murder, I think. So, and all kinds of other stuff too. Like, oh, they basically threw the book at him here. If I could find it, it's like way down at the bottom. Let's see here. Yeah, it's all the charges. That's what they charge him with. Literally everything. They gave him like the whole 9 yards, including like speeding and you know school zone stuff. Yeah. So anyway, so I'm guessing he's going back to jail. Oh, and then the other article that was great is that I didn't pull this one because the interview was boring, but they went to the neighborhood where the guy lived and they asked the neighbors about him and they all said, "Thank God that guy's going to jail. We thought he was going to kill somebody. He was always trying to blow stuff up."
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, well, there's the problem.
They better not talk too loud because he'll be out in a week. Well,
Actually, half of the people they interviewed refused to be named on air for fear of him getting out and blowing them up. Like, no joke.
Smart, very smart. I don't even want to talk about him anymore. I'm worried.
Yeah, we should
about our safety.
Yeah, you come blow me up. Let's see. Oh, but along the same lines, this is a great segue.
Tourists spark bomb alert in restaurant after mistakenly ordering grenade.
Yes, which was not on the menu, as it turns out. This is also kind of funny too, because like we make jokes about how bad Russian technology is. Well, it was a Russian tourist, and he was using a translator that I assume the Russians made. And this is an interesting fact. So he was trying to order a pomegranate drink of some kind, and it turns out that in Russian, the words pomegranate and grenade are the same.
Oh, that's weird.
So in his translation app, told him what to say. He said grenade, and they said, "Is that what you're saying? You wanted a grenade?" And he said, "Yeah." And then they just called the cops and had him thrown to jail because apparently.
Where was this? Where was he touristing at?
Portugal. It said Lisbon.
Oh,
yeah. Actually, that's a photo of him on the ground. Look at that. The cops surrounded him.
He just wanted a pomegranate martini.
Yeah, he wanted a mixed drink. Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, so
next time just order a beer.
Yeah, exactly. Get a beer. Yeah, no kidding. But don't order like a bomb one. So yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So anyway, they it turns out there goes the grenades or pineapples. Yeah. So grenades are called pineapples for sure, but yeah. So apparently cheap ass Russian translation apps are not going to be effective when it thinks you're trying to order grenade anyways.
Not in Portugal.
Yeah, anyway, just let that be a lesson. If you're in Portugal, don't order grenade because it's not going to end well. Not going to end well. Speaking of restaurants,
these two words in a restaurant name can change everything.
Yes. So this is an article making fun of SEO. I would also argue that this headline is similar. They're making fun of SEO, but like, what do you call that anyway? Because you could have told me what the words were. I wanted to click on this damn thing, but that's how the game is played.
That's how they get you.
There's the words.
What are the words? Thai food?
Thai food near me. That's the name of the new
restaurant.
Near me.
Oh, yep. So when you hit the map, it takes you to that.
If you Google for Thai food near me, it's the restaurant's actual name. This is what you get. It is kind of clever, actually. It's not too bad. We actually, I noticed in my town, we have a place called The Best Donut. And I think it's for the same reason. I think they're trying to. So you should consider you need to change your name of your coffee shop to like the coffee shop near me or something like that.
Ooh, I'm gonna add it. I'll add it in there somehow.
Yeah, there goes a subtitle.
Put a hashtag.
Coffee near me.
Near me, yep. Or just coffee. Just coffee near me.
Yeah, there you go. Make it a subhead or whatever. But anyway.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
We just got new merch, so
yeah.
I'll have to wait till that's sold.
Next time. You do it then. Oh, let's see here. And then we got now it gets weird.
Let's get weird.
Oh yeah.
Watch moment. Tory MP smokes banned tobacco from contract killer cellmates anal passage. What did I say that right?
Yeah, you did. Those are all words that are in that headline, correct?
Oh, those are all words. Okay.
They are all words.
Cellmates anal passage.
So apparently there's some kind of reality show where people who are not currently prisoners, they've reopened an abandoned prison as a set for a reality show. And they've got people from all walks of life who are not prisoners that get teamed up with a cellmate who is an ex-con or a current con. And then they teach them what it's like to be in prison. And so this guy is an active MP in Parliament. and he's on the show. And part of it is he wants to learn how jail works, like whether or not jail is actually working or not. So let's play the clip because this clip is kind of fantastic.
Right, would you like a cigarette?
Yes, please. Are you having a shit?
No, but I will need some toilet paper.
It's in your ass?
Yes.
You're f***ing not right, mate.
Believe me, until I went to prison, nothing went up my arse.
Yeah.
It's a great quote. I'm going to steal it.
Now,
this is a reality TV show people can watch.
Yeah, it's on BBC.
Jesus Christ, that has come out of your ass.
On that. A shit.
You f***er.
Okay. I'll write that.
Oh.
And that's
blurred out.
Yeah, now we know what Booty Patrol was patrolling. That's good. That's good.
We're opening the window, mate.
Yeah.
Everything you'll be smelling in a minute is tobacco. And you'll be forgetting about the smell of shit.
How are you for?
You had a shit in a closed room.
Welcome to jail.
Oh, sorry, that's what it was. That's a cigarette lighter I had up the arse.
Yeah, you put a cigarette lighter in there too.
It's a fucking smell.
Wonder what else he's got in
Broke
there.
the window.
Now we have some air conditioning,
Yeah,
right?
he's like,
And
I'm
you
in
see
Parliament.
what I've done there, Johnny?
What?
That is what prison is like. I don't believe, like, you're an MP and you're getting me in trouble.
You're getting me in trouble because you had a shit in our room.
Well, look at you, you're a vandal.
I'm not a vandal, mate. You're a vandal.
You're a vandal.
Ah,
What just happened?
did you smoke it?
Yep,
he
there
does
he is.
smoke
Lighting it.
Why
There
not?
he is.
And is it really
I don't-
tobacco? I mean,
Yeah,
it's not going to make
it's
you
gonna
forget if it's just tobacco.
Yeah. I love that look.
Oh, it tastes delicious. Oh man,
Yeah.
he smoked it.
Yeah, he did.
Why would he do
did. I don't know. Anyway, that's on the BBC, guys. If you happen to be able to pull that down,
What's the
you
name
wanna
of that
watch the whole
show?
thing. Yeah. What is it called? Banged Up. Banged Up is the name of that show. So there you go. Yeah,
Mm.
catch that. Oh yeah, that's a good point too. Actually, you're right about that. That is a missed opportunity. I mean, yeah. So anyway, a lot of these articles when I put them up, it's like every time, like there's a few that I'll read it and I'm like, well, that's got to go on the live stream because I'm not going to be the only one that has to view this horror. I'm going to inflict it on 2,000 people.
Thank you.
And a couple of close friends.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
I'm having internet problems again. Sorry.
Let's make it out.
Hey, here we go. Representative George Santos survives effort to expel him from the House, but he still faces an ethics report. Uh-oh.
This isn't funny, but when I looked up for something for the Santos of the week, this is literally all anybody was talking about. Apparently, they brought up an expulsion vote yesterday, and it was interesting because it was all seven Republicans from the state of New York who are in risky districts are trying to get votes for next year and not look like they put up with this guy. So they are the ones that brought the expulsion vote to the floor. Now, it wasn't a vote to expel him, it was a vote to expel him or something. And they needed to get a majority to get to the actual vote. They didn't clear it, as it turns out. They said only 120 some members of both parties voted to expel Santos. And the reason why, and this may be, it's a little bit of a dodge, but not at the same time. The reason why is because the ones voted against it, they said they did not want to set the precedent of expelling members of Congress before they've been convicted of something. And you know what? Given the way things are going, that might not be a bad idea. I think that might be honest.
This guy's untouchable. They might as well just stop trying.
Yeah. I mean, he's not going anywhere. So yeah.
No, he's here to stay. He's got my vote. Whatever.
Yeah.
There it is.
I didn't pull it, but I think, or did we? He just had his campaign finance report where he actually lost money last quarter because of having to refund money to people who gave it to him. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna work out for this guy. I really don't. So anyway, that's all there is to that. I just wanted to touch on it because I was like,
he should go on that prison show just for fun.
Yeah. Somebody in the comments mentioned it. Okay, and here's the one y'all are asking for.
What is this? Amaranth reveals beer company wants her pap smear to brew new flavor. They're going to brew a beer with her pap smear.
Yeah, so this is the name that came up in the comments earlier. So whoever called this out said so and so would probably do it. I'm like, well, yeah, that and some other stuff. So we've actually talked about her before. She was at least one of the people who was selling farts in jars online, who was also like gaming on Twitch. Yeah. So so she's still at it. I mean, that's clever. It worked. I mean, we're talking about it. So But yeah, so
Yeah.
in order to do due diligence, the guys that got this article written, who I'm not sure it is these guys necessarily, but they called the brewery to double check on this to make sure. And the brewery said, yeah, we're doing it. They said, but they said it's not actually correct to say that it's like vaginal yeast. They said what they're doing is there's some kind of a bacillus that is in there. And what they do is they say they very carefully extract it and nothing else. And I'm like, I doubt it. I really doubt it. I mean, maybe, but I don't think so.
Does she go there so they can extract it fresh, or is this like shelf stable?
It didn't say.
What's going on?
Let's see here. Said she wanted to do a new drink because Logan Paul did a good one, and I mean Woodstock did pretty good too. So I can see that thing.
Oh, she's doing this because of Woot Stout.
Yeah, that's probably it's our fault. I believe it. Anyway, there you go. So she's also been had trouble with Twitch because she's a hot gamer chick, and that's what people want to watch. But
now, did they put anything of yours in Woot Stout, or is this just
no? But we joked about putting some beard dust in it. But I will say this: when we made the German one that didn't make it over to the United States, we actually we were doing it with because there were pecans in the original one. And we used it was a different nut. It was hazelnuts is what we used in because they couldn't get that many pecans in Germany. It's not a native plant or anything. Nobody eats it. In order to do that, we put them in giant potato sacks, and then we crawled into the brewing vat and hung them upside down. And it wasn't like we were. I feel like that's an OSHA violation because we cooked in there later. But so technically speaking, yeah, I think something ended up in the beer, but I couldn't tell you what it was because we were in there for.
Only in the German.
Yeah, only the German
beer,
one. Yes,
right?
Exactly. Yeah. And no,
Soupy
says the pecans were smuggled to my ass. That's not true. I carried them. I didn't have to put it in my ass because
gross.
Yeah, pecans are illegal. Yeah, it's a little payback for forcing everybody to read that other story. Oh, let's see here.
Fabricated video shows AOC suggests Musk send probe to the sun at night. This is a fact check, by the way.
Yes.
USA Today, of course.
Fact check. Fact checking.
All right.
Now, this is actually kind of good because it's a deep fake video, so I sort of get it. But this was another one of those, like, shared by one Facebook account, 300 people saw it, and now we've got a damn article about it.
Now it's true.
So I went running around, and I went to try to find it. It was a little hard to locate, but I did find the video, and it's only 30 seconds, so we can totally watch that. So here's the video. And it's a deep fake, straight up deep fake.
I just had another amazing idea. So like maybe we can study the effects of global warming from the main source of all the heat in our solar system, the sun. Maybe I can convince Elon Musk, who is absolutely obsessed with me, by the way, to do something good with SpaceX and figure out a mission to the sun in order to get samples. I suggest we go at night because it would probably be too hot during the day, but we'll leave all that up to the scientists.
Okay, so anyway, to recap on that one, that's not real. just so everybody knows, in case you were wondering, I like it. It's funny. But yeah, thanks to USA
AI or
yeah, I think it's an AI deepfake. It's not a really good one. Her mouth, I mean, I don't know how clear that is on everybody else's screen, but her mouth isn't really matching up with that. So yeah, that's
I thought it was real.
Here's exactly what I say. Yeah, it sounds exactly like her though, but yeah, you're right. So anyway, we got a couple more iterations of AI to go through before it'll be so good that we can't.
The government's wanting to shut it down, I heard.
Yeah, well, just wait till something bad happens.
What a third world war would mean for investors. Oh no.
So first of all, this is a stupid article. Second of all, I don't actually know what it would mean because I can't read it. It's behind a paywall.
Well, so, they'd probably just die like the rest of us.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought, right? We'll just all be dead. So I guess your investment went to zero, right? I mean,
right.
It seems like that's
whoever remains will get to, do whatever they want. They can move into mansions or whatever's left, I guess.
You can eat canned food for 40 years, probably, I think is.
I thought you were going to say candy corn, but canned food.
Oh, yeah,
yes. We don't want to start that war.
Yeah, you want to say candy corn for last. If you don't like it, you want to save it for later. But yeah, so I don't know. Anyway, I don't even know what this article says, but it's a 3-minute read. If you've got a subscription to The Economist and you want to read the dumbest thing anybody probably wrote this week, go check it out. And
all right,
So damn it, I keep missing the thing. Hold on a second. There we go. Got it.
Oh, that's it.
No holes there. Let's see here. Hold on. Hold on. All right, got it. Ta-da.
To control rabies in wildlife, the USDA drops vaccine treats from the sky. Was that during Halloween?
It was November 1st, so somebody wrote it earlier than that. It could have been. Here's a picture of what a raccoon might look like in Central Park, I think.
So they're hoping the animals will eat this up and then rabies will go away.
So apparently, specifically, this is to stop rabies in raccoons because they apparently are just lit up with rabies, I guess. They said what they do is they have these little treats that are tasty. I think they have it looks like this. It does say, I actually can't read that. I think it says this is a rabies vaccine. Don't eat it if you're a human. But
well, the green one doesn't say anything. It looks like a ravioli.
Yeah, it looks like bad ravioli. Anyway, so they dropped thousands of these from planes all over the United States where raccoons happen to live. And then the theory is, and apparently it's been working. They have data that shows that it's actually been effective, but the raccoons pick this up and then they're vaccinated against rabies and they don't get rabies. And yay.
That's pretty wild.
It is pretty wild. And so the obvious question, actually, let me go back to the chat, see if there's an obvious question here. So maybe he's asked it here. Can we eat this with,
what does it taste like?
Can we do this with COVID vax and cigarettes? That's a brilliant idea, but that's not the obvious question. That's pretty good, though. I like it. That's not even a question. How do they taste?
Just roll them all up.
Yeah, that's not it either. Anyway, so the obvious question, I guess that is kind of an obvious question, too. This is really good. I always eat ravioli I find in the forest, and I've never gotten rabies. Me too. Now we know why. Know why. So the obvious question is that they said that, well, what if other animals eat it because it's tasty, not just the raccoons? And they said, yeah, well, that's fine because other animals get rabies, and either way, we're trying to stop rabies. But apparently it's been working. They have data that shows that since they started doing this, whenever the hell they started doing this, the spread of rabies has gone down, and it was mostly going up until they started doing this. So it's working.
Huh.
How about that?
Good. Finally.
Science
is doing good.
Saving the raccoons from rabies and other forest creatures.
It says it's vanilla.
Huh. All right. I guess they like that. We got two more for you. Here we go. Here's one of them.
All right. I own the UK's biggest dog. I own the UK's biggest dog. He eats a chicken every day, and food costs me 4,000 pounds a year. Is that right? 4,000 pounds?
That's right. Yeah, 4,000 pounds.
Wow. Look at that dog.
There's a picture of him. So not Photoshopped. There's the dog. They got a few. Apparently, so when he stands up on his hind legs, he's 7'2". Let's see here. They got a photo. Excuse the jittery there. That's going to give you. There you go. Here's the dog standing up.
There he is.
Yeah, the owner's
ready to eat his owner.
Yeah, the owner's 5'11". Here's the crazy part too. This dog, he says, is not fully grown yet. It's only a year old. It's going to get bigger.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
he's going to eat 2 chickens.
Yeah, he's going to eat 2 chickens, exactly. Because they apparently are supposed to get big, so that's not the surprise, but this is going to end up being, they said it's already the biggest dog in England. It weighs 30 kilograms. Or no, it's 18 stone, which is 250 pounds.
Good grief.
And it's getting bigger. It's going to end up eating 2 chickens.
What kind of dog is that?
It's a Turkish something or other. Sorry, I have technical difficulties here with my stupid thing.
Oh, look at that thing.
Turkish Malakli.
Oh, of course.
Whatever that is. So
never heard of it.
You want a giant ass dog? Apparently, he had to go to Turkey to get it because I guess they don't. It's hard to transport, 250-pound dogs, I guess, or something. It didn't weigh. He said it didn't weigh 250 pounds when he got it, but it quickly got there, and now he's regretting his life decisions, I think. So.
They said this is a medium-sized dog when it grows up.
yeah, exactly. It won't get much bigger. Yeah, it's gonna get bigger. So you can expect to see this article again.
And finally, wait.
Yeah,
we have to follow up with that and see how big that dog is.
Finally, I wish I'd heard about this last week.
I am so relieved. Sticky Buns and Benadryl brings Kevin Bacon home. Look at that little piggy.
Look at him. I'm going to mute this article's actually boring, but I'll mute it. We'll run the background. So, we covered this because Kevin Bacon, he was a rescue. But the day that the family got him, they put him out in his pen. He immediately dug under it and took off. And so then the question, and they caught him the other day, actually, and they caught him because they gave him a sticky bun and they filled it full of, and I like this, they said it was pet safe Benadryl.
Ooh, all right.
I don't know if I believe that there's pet
They
safe.
knocked him out, basically.
Benadryl, however, will do the job just fine. So pet safe or not, they gave him a sticky bun full of Benadryl. He went to sleep. They scooped him up and they threw him back in his pen. And he's
Here he sits.
yeah,
He's
there he
happy
is.
to be home. He looks like it. Look at all those bricks they got there.
Yeah, he didn't lose any weight while he was out there. They said that. My question was like, did they know where he was? And the answer was yeah, because he kept on showing up in the neighborhood, but they couldn't catch him because he's apparently really fast. So every time they try to catch him, he just went the hell off.
What these people need is goats instead of pigs, because we got our 2 goats and immediately they got out about 6 different times the day we brought them home.
Yep.
Always come to us. So we'd be somewhere outside and suddenly these goats would be right next to us. So it kind of worked out, but they kept breaking out. So
at least they don't go for it.
They need goats.
Yeah, I saw that video your wife posted of when they got in the house.
Oh, that's different. Yeah, they know how to work the door handle. So if we don't latch the door, in they come. They're probably upstairs right now, just getting into stuff,
helping themselves to dinner. Oh, so this is a good question. I almost forgot the important part. How many degrees of separation between Kevin Bacon and Kevin Bacon? Well, 1, because it turns out that the actual Kevin Bacon, not the pig, found out about this and mentioned it on his podcast that people who live nearby should try to get Kevin Bacon, the pig, back to his house. But unlike Brett Michaels last week, who adopted the dog Brett Michaels, Kevin Bacon did not offer to adopt Kevin Bacon because I don't think he wants a pig.
Well, maybe they got that fire going in the background kind of to threaten that pig a little bit. Stay in your pen or
exactly. So I don't even know. We flipped over to a new story there anyway. So, but that was it. That's the whole shebang right there. So.
What a week.
Yeah, that's all that happened. That's everything that happened.
Ladies and gentlemen, Drew and I stay grounded for you. All these other people partying and having good times. We're all just gonna sit here with you.
It does look like he's having a good time. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of good times, I'm gonna bring it up again. Christmas movie. I'm just saying it's going out. We got some time.
Yeah, we should do that actually. Yeah. There's an outside chance I'm not doing anything tomorrow, but I won't know until last minute because it seems like every time I turn around, like today, for example, I'm like, yeah, this is great. I'm gonna go watch Kentucky basketball is playing an exhibition game. I'm like, oh, I'll go watch that. And my daughter's like, oh no, we got a band thing. I was like, oh well, okay. So I'll go do that.
Yep. I'm busy tomorrow, but hey, we should plan it like in advance, some kind of
definitely
advanced planning, I guess, if that could even work out.
Yeah, and also Monty, I think, sent me a bunch of suggested videos. One of it is something like Black People in Outer Space from 1930, so that's going to be racist.
That's
yes, but we're not in favor of racism. We're just going to laugh at how dumb those racists are back in 1930. So it's kind of okay.
Good call.
Maybe that one, but I wouldn't mind finding some more. Like, I actually got to get with Dallin because Dallin found there's this massive treasure trove. Because Dallin used to be Mormon, he's not anymore because he decided alcohol and caffeine were too awesome, and so he's not Mormon. But he grew up Mormon, and apparently the Mormon Church is sitting on top of a massive treasure trove of Christmas-related movies that are all free because they want you to become a Mormon, and they're all stupid. We watched a few of them.
Did we watch one last year? Or
do you remember the one that was with it was actually with freaking Jimmy one of the Christmas guys. Like he's actually the wonderful guy, Jimmy Stewart. Yeah, Jimmy Stewart.
Jimmy Stewart, yeah.
Was in one of these. This one where the girl left something in his place and he goes and he invites her in by herself.
It was very uncomfortable. I got way drunk watching that because it was so uncomfortable.
No, I know. Yeah, I had to cope myself. Yeah, I was like, oh boy. Oh boy, because when you see predatory things happen in a movie that was actually just built written by the church, you gotta wonder how on purpose that actually was.
Hey, it was a different time.
Yeah, right? It's the time. Yeah, yeesh. Yeah, there you go. Sleepy remembers. Yeah, it was there we go. Yeah. So anyway, so we should probably do that. We should probably nail something down. You and I'll get together offline and figure out a good date for that. Actually, I think I'm not doing jack during the holidays. I don't know if anybody else is around is the problem, during Thanksgiving, but we'll figure it out.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah, excellent. So I think we'll be back next week, unless it's a bad news week, and then I'm gone. I got to go ride my bike across Joshua Tree National Forest, so I can not.
Where's that? Where's it? Is that going to be warm or cold or what?
I actually haven't looked it up. Somebody told me that it could be either. But the thing that would be the bigger problem is they often have 40-mile-an-hour winds, and the humidity is 10%. So you have to just drink a lot of water.
Wow.
Yeah.
Riding against the wind.
Yeah, exactly. So hopefully we'll just see how that goes. But alrighty, guys. Well, that's it for this week. We will see you all next week, almost definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, I'm gonna eat this other mac and cheese gummy.
You should. It's weird that it doesn't taste like mac and cheese though. But hey, whatever. I'll take it.
Tastes like fruit.
Anyway, see you guys. Take care.